I'm assistant to the best designer ever. I'm trying just to see and maybe just peek into what God is thinking. Yeah, my name is Dragoslav Scepanovic. I am Innovator. For me, Ben, it starts with your hands. I don't rely on machines or robots or computers for anything. I would have an idea, and that idea, it's always constantly kind of circulating in my thoughts. And if I wake up in the morning and I'm not thinking about that, it means there's something wrong with that. It didn't ferment in my mind. But sometimes they would stay, and then I have to make sketches. And I literally have to physically, there's a kind of a built-in ratio. So if I move my hand this much, that's kind of 2 feet. And this is maybe 8 inches. So I sense the physicality and everything that I do has to perform some function. So for me to understand it, to internalize it, I have to make a drawings with it. Because I'm comfortable with that. For me, there is just something that it just doesn't work for me. There is too much, I already have gone through that process in my head. There is in between, and I have to use somebody else's system, tool, whatever you want to, there is a certain way somebody program. And there's a process. So somebody already has put the milk in my coffee, and I don't want that. You see, pencil is as much of an innovation and somebody else's input, and that's how it works for me. There is many reasons and many things that were considered when I left the Montenegro. It was actually a holiday in Montenegro. It was July 13, and sure enough, was a good time to leave because everybody was relaxed and good opportunity for me to escape. It was in the 1968, which was still very difficult to cross the borders. I came to New York. I left New York and I went to St. Louis. I applied to Washington University in St. Louis, got accepted, studied painting. I had a full-time job, developed the parts for the aircraft industry, for airplanes. And so I had this wonderful experience of studying art, but at the same time on a daily basis being exposed to studying and being around the sciences. This piece is made in 74 or 75. It's a ceramics, porcelain and red clay. It was my reaction really to Vietnam War. The uniforms really made a huge impact on me. This is a piece that I made in 84, 85. And at that time, I really didn't know what they're about. It's a hard maple, and it's simply, I like the material with that particular wood because it has no character. Inside, it's filled with honey, and then honey at that time to start with, it was a certain symbolism for me. This is a piece that I really still am struggling with, but it's also a piece that I built in 86. It took a few years to finish. It's a car, but it really I have no interest in the car. I really care less about the car. Just kind of a hypothetical situation that you see something on this eye level and then something on the second floor, and you are visualizing the life that goes on. I casted the car, literally made a mold, and then used the mold to transfer the dimensions and patterns into almost copy of this particular car, which is Mercedes, 1964 Mercedes. And then using a hard maple, and I would build this quite beautiful shape, but also I want to go through the experience building that. What does that feel like? It's very important for me to, that's the important part. When it was finished, at that point, I'm not sure that, what is worth it. One of the first experiences that I have working around the tool and die makers for months at a time, watching him day in and day out, going through these activities that at the end of the day and at the end of the couple of months he would have something that not everybody can do. It was really fascinating, and little bits and pieces that he would share or would take a minute or two to say, do this or don't do this, or do it this way. This workshop, it's a place where it's what I call high-tech, low-tech problem solving. It's basically a wonderful opportunity that for people from different walks of life that they can come in and find the simplest possible solutions to their problems. For most of the issues that we deal with are very high-tech. And I find the really low-tech process and techniques and materials to achieve those goals. Basically, it's experience when making work that non-functional, if you want to call it art. I want to see how that experience is going to affect me. But the process and approach is the same thing. It's no different. Yeah. Same thing. Well, it's it's intuition. You sort it out, organize them. Certain things fall off. Certain things stay. Everything that I know, I have learned from others. I was, in a sense, lucky that I have a wonderful people in my way, and just the right people where I needed, and I learned from them. And if I can pass it on, if it can serve somebody, that's the best I can do, and this way I can honor the people that I learned from. I have a younger people coming around, and they want to do a apprenticeship. I have a summer job or things like that, and I would make available for them not only to have a little bit of experience, practical experience, but just to see how you can do things in a very hands-on experience, and then watching this kind of a small ideas evolving and accomplish your goals. I mean, I don't think it's important anything about me, except if this process, if somebody can be encouraged and inspired, and maybe they can say, well, I can do something like that or better. That's all I can ask for, and that's all I'm hoping for.